Sexy?
No.
You have a sexy 21 New Year's?
No. What did I do? I worked.
Charles, you saying a lot of no's.
Yeah, it's mad no's.
Can we get a yes somewhere?
Yes.
Nothing.
Oh.
Which one's the yes for?
Yes, please.
Yo, speaking of yes, please. I have to say this. So I was on Clubhouse.
Oof.
No.
Yo. They had a room where all the girls were saying, basically they were being servants to all the men.
Thing.
They were being servants to all the men in the room for Cash App.
Was Reezy in this?
I was listening.
Yeah, she had, because
I wasn't partaking.
I saw that she was in the room.
Oh, okay.
You're such a liar.
No, I was in the room first. It was a normal room that I usually be in. It's the homies. But yeah, they had something wild. They had something wild going, and all the girls were like, "Yes, master," or like requesting like, "What pictures do you want?" It was real S&M like. It was interesting.
Word?
It was hot. I mean, that wasn't hot.
Word?
That situation though is hot.
Let me turn my seat.
But we really didn't have no plans to even talk about this, right?
Not at all. None at all.
No,
you said you started it technically.
Where you been at?
With the yes, please.
I said yes, please.
Hey, it reminded me.
Explain. Okay.
All right. She wants us to digress.
After this pod, I'm questioning.
We can have a whole podcast about this specific ways.
You gonna hear that randomly throughout the whole pod if you don't know why.
Tune in next week about what Saraz tuned in.
Yo, if you don't know where that sound comes from, you're gonna have to listen to the SoundCloud, the Spotify version of this podcast.
Are we allowed to play music? Whoa. Okay, guys, you better get used to that because he
it's
likes
coming
this.
I like it. I really like it. Whoever produced that track is, I like that.
That Veggies track.
Yeah, it was hard.
Happy New Year's, guys.
So New Year's,
yourself today.
New Year's, you guys. You know, this podcast we're gonna focus a lot on 2021, but we're gonna touch a little bit on 2020 and what oh boy, that takes a lifetime to talk about what happened.
Yeah,
in
let's
2020.
just like dip in, dip out of that.
That was a dance in 2021.
Let me see, what was it?
Ooh.
Oh, it was.
Probably, I would say that was it. If you guys didn't see it,
he did. A couple times.
It was the new age washing machine.
Is that what it's called?
No, I just made it up right now.
Whoa.
I haven't heard that yet.
Is there anything that you guys are going to be leaving behind in the last year? Today.
So I'll start out. I mean, what I'm gonna leave behind from last year, I would have to say I'm gonna leave behind
all the skeezers and weirdos.
Oof.
I don't like you projecting your own opinion of what goes on in my life onto the podcast.
I'm so sorry. That was Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I took that personally.
Wow. That's another podcast we can have a whole podcast about.
No, but if you want to get rid of him, I'm with you, Ranji. Let's get rid of him.
2020, I'm leaving behind.
I respect you.
I'm leaving behind COVID. I'm leaving behind all the celebrities and people that we look up to passing away. I'm leaving all that behind. I'm leaving behind hate and envy, everything that's going on in the world right now between black people and around the world. Just, I'm not putting any more time into it. My focus is going to be elsewhere.
On the future.
Yeah, solutions.
Respect. How about you, Rosie?
What will I be leaving behind? I didn't have an answer for this one. I really don't. Give me some time. What are you leaving behind?
What I'm leaving behind, it'd be more of like things that I didn't really appreciate this year. Not that I didn't appreciate them, but things that I didn't understand the value in. I didn't understand the value in like time and relationships. Mm-hmm. In terms of your time is limited and you want to cherish all your moments with whoever
you love.
It is that whoever it is that you cherish, because time is limited and you want to make sure that every moment of that is felt.
Yeah.
And you want to create as many memories as you can. So I want to leave that behind. I want to leave that mindset of,
I'll go next
I
week.
got it next year. I got another year, because time is limited, guys. You probably don't have it. So love who you love, appreciate the time that you have, and always cherish your moments.
That boy podding today.
Well, I'm here. I took
That's
a week
real
off.
life.
I recharged.
And
Definitely charged.
this lesson you learned is unfortunate you learned it. But the second you learn it, it does add so much. Because I learned that lesson many years ago.
Right.
And it does change you, good and bad, but you do learn. And what's in the past, there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it at all.
And I say that, like, leave that as well.
Understood.
Yeah. I really don't know what I'm leaving.
You want to skip it?
Yeah, this one I'll skip.
She will not get this opportunity again, guys. It's not gonna be a regular thing.
Ever.
Her skipping questions.
Let's talk about accomplishments. I know what I would like to say.
Start us
Talk
off
to
since
us.
you skipped last one.
So, last year, I crossed off almost everything on my list. Like, as far as personal goals, I got to interview a few cool people. And best of all, this podcast is probably my biggest accomplishment
Aw.
of 2020.
Make you hand claps. We gotta.
And it only happened 2 months before the year ended.
Well, she had a
started
dry
in
10
October.
months. Her 10
The
months.
first 10 months is wild.
Corona. See, but during Corona, I was masterminding.
Whoa! I thought that was
going
going somewhere else.
somewhere
What was I
different.
going to say?
Mess.
Oh.
Yeah. You figure out the rest.
A little bit of that too.
Moving right along.
But have you had any accomplishments last year?
Wow. I don't like the way you phrased that.
Well, you thought I was going to ask if you've messed.
Mess.
No, my head was not there anymore. But you two, nice to know where my co-host heads are. Anyway,
Up top,
as
Ross.
far as my accomplishments that I've reached last year, I think I pushed myself to I was forced to work on things outside of work, which most people have, but this is difficult to put into words. Basically, because of 2020 and everything that happened, it kind of like made me rearrange my goals and my plans. So it just forced me to recalibrate and reassess things, and it just kind of helped me realize that I was capable of doing that at a high level mentally. So that was good. It kind of tested me, and I think I passed my own test.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to elaborate? Are you trying to be...
It's hard to elaborate on it because it's not something tangible. It's not something that I feel like I've physically done, but as far as my mind, because I went through a lot last year, so just being able to come out of it without a certain negativity, or because I did a meditation thing last year, and it was 21 days. It was Deepak Chopra. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deepak
So I did his 21 days of meditation thing, and that was I feel like that honestly prepared me for everything that I was gonna go through in 2020, because I had done that before Kobe passed away. I did that before COVID hit. So it literally recentered me and allowed me to go through what I went through without, I think, kind of gracefully.
Affected, yeah.
I went through it gracefully without getting too negative. So I think that was an accomplishment for me. That's what I
That's good. In
appreciate.
times like that, you want to be able to keep a level head, and for that type of stuff not to affect you.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron? Accomplishments.
I guess I would say, for me, is I guess because I'm such a busybody. Pause. But
That is crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm consistently, fuck both of y'all. I'm consistently moving,
Pause again.
always, and it kind of makes it hard for me to appreciate time and what I've actually finished at this moment, like what I've accomplished. And so they're more like things that I didn't set out to do, but just more things of that I did. Like I want to say maybe like I bought my crib a couple years ago. Still here. Didn't see that happening.
That's dope.
I bought another car. You know what I mean?
A very nice car.
You know, and I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I made a little bit, a little bit more dough. You know what I mean? And I'm growing. I think those are my accomplishments. It's more of an understanding of my mindset and knowing what I've learned and knowing how to maneuver them from here on in.
How to apply it.
And how to move on to the next step, I guess. And how to actually teach it, though. That's what I really love about it. Like, I love learning things so I can show it to my little brother. I can show it to my little cousins. I can show it to, anybody that fucking asks, And I think those are the things that I actually appreciate that I feel that I accomplished this year.
Those are true gifts to share. Lessons you learned.
Right.
Especially like with your little brother or something like that.
Y'all can't see that, but Shiraz forgets the mic is in front of her sometimes.
They're going to see it.
YouTube will see it.
YouTube will
we
see
drop. You're going to hear this on a Tuesday morning. Good morning.
Tuesday morning?
Yeah, we drop on Tuesdays.
Oh, you're going to hear it Tuesday.
This podcast and the past 5 for this past 4 will be on YouTube Thursday.
Boom. You're going to see this face right here, girl. God with the
he just
cheese.
made love to the camera.
Talk to me one time. Just kidding. Totally kidding.
All right. Well, I am glad to put 2020 in the dirt. That was a hell of a year.
Right.
Like, really, it was years within years.
Good way to put it.
I am glad that it's
years within the year.
I feel 88.
The book is closed on that.
I'm 88 years old today. So I got resolutions. Can we get into resolutions? I don't know.
Yeah. Who's first?
Shiraz, go first.
Want me to go
I was
first?
about to say, why everybody look at me? Yeah, Shiraz,
first.
go ahead. Talk to us.
Actually, no. Aaron, go first.
Nah, we got Shiraz. Go
Aaron,
ahead.
Aaron,
go
let's
first.
go.
Nah, we're going to go with Shreezy.
I want to go first so we can get on and off me.
Wow, a lot of those going on today. Busybody and on.
Busybody.
I'm not the busybody.
You are if niggas are going on and off you.
Somebody's body's busy.
Shiraz doesn't like these jokes.
Yeah,
All right,
like
moving right along.
YouTube, you seen it.
Shiraz, what would you say your New Year's resolution is for 2021?
For me, my resolution is to speak up and live outside of my head. But some may say that I speak up too much. But that's the thing, is you'd be surprised how much I really do keep to myself and how many things I work out on my own inside my head. But it's like, I will think for you and speak for you in my own mind, and that will just be it. If that makes any sense. Like, we don't have to I will have the conversation with you myself in my own head.
So wait.
It's
so
bad. What I do is bad.
How does that work out for you this year? Like,
It's not good.
Like,
well,
like, has there been like a situation to where why you want to change that?
I want to change this because I might be wrong. Like, me having a conversation with you in my head is me thinking that I know exactly what you're gonna say, exactly how you're gonna react. It's me like calculating that type of thing.
Oh, so you're thinking the thoughts before they've been thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bar. You hear me?
You think
Somebody
the
give
thoughts
me
before their thoughts.
Somebody give me a pen.
Bow, 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 bow. What insert? Bow, bow, bow.
You do that well. I think we just
Bow,
chopped
bow,
that.
bow. But it's bad because I can think these thoughts and be upset with someone and they don't even know why I'm upset. But I'm upset because of the conversation I had in my own head.
Okay.
Of what I think you were going to say or react to whatever I was going to say.
So it's not because of reaction. It's just something that you thought.
It's a calculated thing, yeah.
Okay.
I just think I know everything,
So
and I don't.
With that, is that how you, like, how would you confront that? Like, in terms of you addressing the person?
I
Is there a
instead of
confrontation?
having these conversations with myself, I would just whatever is bothering me, I would just spit it out.
But what if
Boom.
you're wrong? And so this person responds to you. You know what I mean? So like,
No.
so like you've come up with your own conclusion.
Right.
So now this person he or she is more like, that's not what I was thinking. This is what I'm.
Then I will not believe you because I've already convinced myself otherwise. That's why it's bad. Because I be trying to work things out on my own.
Shiraz be mad at you and you just woke up.
No, not in the mornings. The mornings.
Why your alarm so loud?
Doing that, I'm never gonna get married on this podcast.
I didn't like what you said to me last night.
Oh yes.
Babe, I was asleep. No, you said it.
Oh
I think you said it. It happened in my head.
no, come on. But I would not say nothing. I would just be upset on my own. That's the problem.
wild.
So yeah,
That's a lot. You wouldn't fight with your girl. You ain't even had a fight.
I had it already for us. Now I'm just mad.
And you said the wrong thing.
I've already had the fight for us, and then we're back to fighting.
Imagine that nigga's face.
Wait, but
Babe,
now
we had a fight last night.
she's
and I didn't
also
like
not
what you
prepared
said.
for the actual fight though, because she didn't.
When it really
she got
happened.
it wrong.
But that's the problem. I should be having that real fight. Whatever it is, I should be addressing it, not talking to myself about it.
I know what you're gonna say already.
That man probably agree with you.
100%.
Or you know what I mean?
Babe,
That
you're
woman
right.
Probably
That
agree
is
with
not
you.
what you said last night.
I don't remember
what
you
I
saying
thought
this
you
last
said.
night. You didn't say that shit.
Yeah, so that's bad. So I want to change that. I want to, if something rubbed me the wrong way, I just want to spit it out and whatever conversation happens. I didn't think
Do you
it
feel like it's intentional or unintentional? It's something you do on accident?
No, not on accident. It does. I don't control it. If I'm upset, like I shut down, that's it. I'm internalizing all of it, and then I'm trying to process it. Really,
So in your process, are you trying to make it better, or are you finding ways in your head to convince yourself that you're right?
I am never. Nothing is ever getting better in my head. It can only go left.
This
If
is a
I'm talking
great
to
resolution then, if that's the
I
case.
know,
100%.
I know.
I 100%
This is a
support
problem.
you. Whatever I can do to help,
Yeah.
I'm on
I'm
board.
always here for you.
Thank you guys. Thank
Like
you.
I said, don't text me, call me.
Ooh. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
You need me? Call me.
Is that supposed to be a backwards joke or a real joke? It's a real joke, right?
That's a real joke.
Okay. I didn't know if you were insulting me.
I would never.
I thought that was funny.
No, I would never insult you.
Yes. So how about you boys? Because I don't want to talk about my thing for too seriously.
What
though.
was that?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Nah, keep that voice though.
I can do that. So Aaron,
Well, hit Kyle.
you're okay. Let's put Kyle on.
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying.
Okay, come on, guys.
Whatever. Talk to me.
Aaron,
Yes.
what's going on? What do you want to change for 2020? What's at the top of your
2021?
to-do list?
2021.
For
Okay, I'm
2021,
sorry. We
another
just
year.
started. We just
Come
started
on,
it.
3 days in.
2021.
1 year.
Today's the 4th, yeah.
I haven't even
Oh, no,
said
it's
that
the
out loud yet.
Yeah, none of us know the day.
What's at the top of your to-do
Oh,
list?
On top of my to-do list, one of my resolutions, I guess I would say, is so I've been told a few times that I'm a bit stubborn, and so I never really thought that was an actual thing until
Ooh.
my older days in life, and so
Who told you? You tried to skip that.
So I'm going to go back to saying what I was saying. So I've gone back to like, now in my older age, I get to understand what was said to me beforehand. Like
Things start to resonate.
yeah, I didn't forget it. I just excused it for a second, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one thing I want to change. I want to change my my stubbornness, because if you say one thing to me and it doesn't make sense, I'm not really rolling until it makes sense to me.
Who told you were stubborn?
Kyle, what is up with you? We got to talk about you wanting credit for everything. That's a third episode idea.
Oh no, he thinks he told me.
I never
He
told
did.
him.
He didn't tell me.
I
that.
never told him. he was
If
stubborn.
that's where you're going with that.
That was weird. You all right? You okay?
Because you want
You got
all
some
the
other shit to get
credits.
off.
You want the other?
You want all the credits.
That had nothing to do with credit. I wanted him to tell us who told us because that's interesting to me.
Well, no, I've had
insinuating.
quite a few people tell me. You guys ever hear that saying? If multiple people have something to say about you, that equals, you know what I mean? That it's,
You're the problem.
that,
might be
multiple people
right.
say the same thing about you. That, you
probably
might want
right.
to look in the mirror. It may be right. That was one of the moments that I had this year. So, I'll put it, I won't say who told me, but, I'll kind of look at it in terms of, I've made some decisions that, weren't the best decisions this year.
Romantically?
Interesting, because I don't know you, Aaron.
I
What don't I know?
might have broken a few hearts this year.
Wow.
And
You're
so-
fake nice.
Wow. How did we get there?
She thought you were a saint this
I
whole
thought
time.
you were a good man.
Episode 1 through 9.
I am a good man
But why are you breaking hearts?
because I was young and dumb.
Earlier this year?
We're 12. We're 13,
12 months
12
later?
months ago when I was young
13
and
months
dumb.
later. Come on, y'all. Like,
Okay.
I can't learn nothing. You can't change in 13 months?
He was young 12 months ago.
Okay, so tell me about you. What were you like?
I just kind of, it's more of those, like I said, it's one of those, oh, you say, oh, you're not doing this right or you're not doing that right. I don't see it. I'm not rolling. I can't change your opinion on it. I'm out. Kind of thing, like, or
It's your way or the highway.
yeah, my way or no way kind of thing. And so,
I don't like that. I really don't like that. Interesting.
and so that,
I didn't know. How
that
would
was kind of me. And well, actually, I wouldn't say my way or no way. It's just more of, well, yeah, I guess it is my way or no way because I didn't really give a shit about
Or
your
the
way.
highway.
Are there any benefits from being like that?
Freedom. I think that's what it is. And I say it that loudly and proudly because that's exactly what it brings. It brings you comfort. It brings you freedom because nothing brings you more freedom than your own choices.
But what does it have to... Stubbornness doesn't bring you freedom.
Stubbornness is because you may make a point. You may make a valid point to me and I may not want to see it.
Accept it.
So how much of maybe not respecting your partner enough would that boil down
How are
to,
we
do you
getting a
think?
Yeah.
partner?
In what I mean, in the situation you brought up, the examples you gave were about someone not, or if you don't,
Okay.
they don't,
We'll
them
take the
not
partner.
agreeing
We'll
with
take
you.
the partner. So what's your question?
So if okay, so wait, no, what were you? What type of relationship were you referring to? Because you said you broke hearts, so
Yeah.
that's where I went to.
Okay.
So, how much fault does it fall on as far as maybe could you not be choosing someone that is able to articulate their point of view well enough in order for you to maybe see their side?
No, because I don't think when it comes to articulating, I don't think I ever choose a person that can articulate. I think the problem is the stubbornness. Like the stubbornness doesn't allow me to see what they're articulating. It doesn't allow me to actually see their point of view. Like because
Do you think that you're choosing to turn a blind eye to whatever it is? It a choice or is it subconscious?
I think it could be both. Because you can look at it as in being a blind eye, but at the same time, you did it just off of GP. Like you just chose. You know what I mean? Like this is how I move. This is what I believe. This is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I didn't give what you thought a second choice or a second thought.
That's not good.
Shiraz is like judging me right now.
Because I didn't know you were like that.
This is a safe space,
So I
Shiraz.
don't know if I'm in a safe space
It
anymore.
is. I'm learning you right now.
I feel like I'm being like a questionnaire right now.
No. So you don't give in.
It's not
Do
that I
you
didn't
think-
give in.
Okay.
What I'm saying is it's not that I don't give in. But if you don't, so like I said, if you have a point that you want to prove to me, you have to prove it to me before I say, I agree with you. And I think that goes with anything, correct? And so,
Okay.
but sometimes you may make a very valid point, but because I didn't see it at that moment, that now makes me stubborn. Because I'm so headstrong on what I'm thinking at this moment. And so that's
the
what
initial response.
Yeah, that's what holds me against it. Like, say you come at me wrong, right? Like, say me and you're dating. You have a very valid point about what you're mad at me about. If you approach me wrong, I don't give a fuck about whatever you have a problem with. Because, like, now I'm upset.
We couldn't be together.
You know what I'm saying, though?
I'm supposed to come with you with a cool head?
No, but if it's not,
yes,
depending on the scenario.
It just would never happen.
It depends on the scenario, right? Like, if you come at, if I, you know, fucking did something out of pocket, yeah, come at me how you want to come at me. But if I just didn't take the trash out, if I didn't take the fucking trash out, yo, relax, calm your mouth.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But obviously, I know I should have took the fucking trash out.
Why are you being stubborn?
Yo, fam,
gonna make her go outside in the cold? We're scared something's gonna pop up from behind the trash can.
I'm not saying.
You don't run to the trash cans at nighttime just in case?
Examples. I'm taking the trash out. My mama taught me better than that.
Man, I used to run to the trash can. I used to be so scared at night. I didn't know.
You used to sprint when you walk into the house and the lights be off. You used to sprint to one light to the other one.
Yes, I'm that person. When you're being stubborn or in these moments, are you articulating why you're not agreeing with the other person? Is there even a conversation, or you're just a bull?
There's always a conversation
in a China shop.
Well, originally there isn't, because I like to think first. So that's the part that's prolonged my agreement on me being stubborn. I don't like to just have this conversation off top. I have to think about it. I have to think about what you said to me. I have to think about how you approached me, what I've done to progress in what you're complaining about.
Like how you played your part.
Yeah. And so if it doesn't add up, that's where my stubbornness comes in, because it doesn't always have to add up, guys. Like, seriously, that's my lesson. Like, it doesn't always have to add up. It's just, because you can't tell somebody how they feel is wrong.
Yeah, two things can be true.
A thought and a feeling is an actual feeling. A feeling can't be wrong, in my opinion. If you guys have, tell me. But I don't believe so. So if you feel so deeply about something, I have to now find a way to understand why you feel this way. And if I can't, I can't. But if I just say, no, fam, fuck you, then yeah, we have a problem now.
Yeah.
I'm now accepting my stubbornness, and it's like, all right, fam, like, I have to put more deeper thoughts into what you said to me before I made my decisions.
But you're thinking before you make your decision.
But I have to put aside my no. Because my initial no is based off how you approach me. You approach me wrong, then my answer is no. That's my stubbornness.
I'm glad I don't know this, Aaron. I like the Aaron I do know. Kyle, how about you, dude?
Oh, we're not done?
Are we? I don't know. Oh.
I hope so. Fuck, I feel like I got teary-eyed over here. I almost cried and shit.
Stubbornness.
Come on, Kyle. We good over here?
I'm all right.
All right, bet. Let's attack.
Oh, little present.
Oh, it was a present
that I bought for myself.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that's an interesting present.
Well, I was gonna say, what's your name?
So we have a new segment that we'll be introducing on this podcast. It's called 𝗛𝗲𝗀𝗁𝘀. It's where we will be introducing new artists, photographers, clothing designers, and also existing ones from the LA area. We are very lucky to have our first guest with us here today, Mr. 𝗪𝗀𝗿 Veggies.
Swag.
Always fresh, never frozen. In the building.
What's going on?
How you feeling today?
I'm great. How y'all doing? What's going on? Great to be here.
We're glad to have you. This was very last minute.
Yeah.
I had been hitting you up. I'm not even going to lie. I had been hitting him up more than like 2, 3, 4 times. Mm-hmm. And then he just came through last minute. So it makes it a little bit more special.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think so too.
Definitely.
Because it's like off the string.
Yeah, it's all love. I had to pull up one time, chop it up.
So we're just getting this started for the new year.
2021 vibes.
We're going to
Yes.
ease you in.
Right off
We're
the
going to
bat.
ease you in, Casey. We're not going to start off with the hitters yet. But we got some questions for you for
Oh,
sure.
yes. A few
For
lined
sure.
up.
What you been working on lately?
Just staying focused with the music, having fun with it. You know, it's been a long journey for me, so I just been, you know, taking it easy, and especially with this whole pandemic going on and
Yeah.
everything. So I think it's slowed down a lot for the whole world, and it's unfortunate, you know, good and bad. You know, some people have been able to prosper from the pandemic, but some people have been, you know, able to
Struggling.
struggling and it's slowing a lot of people down. But at the same time, you know, it's a gift and a curse. I just been staying on the music and staying busy, staying in tune with the people, and just seeing what's going on in the world, and you know, just staying close with the family,
Yeah.
being there for one another right now. You know what I'm saying, and that's about it. Also, I got my clothing line. It's just stuff I've been trying to stay creative with my clothing line, and you know, I got like 3 albums I'm working on musically, like at the
What's the
same
clothing line
time.
call?
Pinnacle,
Clothing
right?
line is 𝗲𝗍𝗁𝘀𝘁. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been having the brand for like 8 years, 7 years, and now I'm ready to kind of revamp it. We like redesigning the whole brand and
You
stuff
staying
like
with
that.
the camouflage vibes?
We still got some camo, but we
Okay.
kind of you know, and I don't want to do too much camo and everything, but we still got camo shit though.
Yeah, I still got. So I think I met you 3 years ago.
Yeah,
It was for me to be your personal assistant.
Yeah.
That never, like, whatever happened didn't happen. But you gave me like 3 pairs of socks and like 2 shirts. The socks are super thick. The shirts are still like in good condition. They're not
Yeah.
faded or anything. So this
Some-
is
got
an
some
ad.
classic pieces.
Yeah,
man.
this is an ad.
This is an ad.
You grab some socks and some shirts. Good for real.
No,
I'm
it's
not
good
just gassing
quality.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's been around for a while. People always been showing love to the brand. Like, it's like a household brand for like the streetwear world, and like a lot of young kids coming out of LA, Fairfax.
Exactly.
That whole scene, it's like a special brand for like all those kids. So
It's
yeah,
nostalgic.
it's definitely
What
nostalgic.
do you feel like is different from your brand and compared to everything else that's out?
I mean, 𝗲𝗍𝗁𝘀𝘁 always just been a real streetwear brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of embodies like the real like Supreme and like that skateboard,
Yep.
street, young culture. Like,
Fairfax.
that's kind of where I came up at. So that's kind of like what the brand is like based on. You know what I'm saying? And I think
But
it's
diverse
definitely-
enough for like the
Yeah, but I'm
hoopers to
also-
wear.
Yeah, like I'm also trying to make it like turn it into like a high end brand, like
Okay.
like a little high end, like not too high end, just like higher quality, like cut and sew and stuff like that. So I just see a vision on for it for the whole culture, kind of like how 𝗲𝗿 did with 𝗲𝗏, how he just like it's definitely for the culture. It's like a pocket of people who just love it, and it's like, you know, they need, like the culture always
It's
needs
niche.
different creativity, different creators that bring like different swag and energies to the game. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, a lot of people are into fashion, you know, and really care about
Right.
you know, what they dress is kind of like represents what they feel. You know what
they
I'm
are.
saying? So
Right.
who they are, yeah. So it's like it's
It
deeper.
matters.
That's kind of what I look at it as. Like, so I want 𝗲𝗍𝗁𝘀𝘁 just to be something for the culture. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
And like you've been doing this for at least 10 years. Because when
Yeah.
I was in high school, we used to go down to Fairfax like and kick it outside the Supreme store in hopes of like running into you guys. Because that was a thing. I'm serious. It's a culture. So I think that's maybe a word you're looking for, like pinnacle, 𝗲𝗍𝗁𝘀𝘁, like LA culture. We know
Yeah.
what that is, and it has significance.
Most definitely.
So last year you put out 2 albums. I was surprised.
Yeah.
That's a
I
lot
did.
of work.
We did the
Rocky one, the Rocky Fresh
I actually only dropped one.
one. Oh, is it 2
in
and
July.
220?
I believe I dropped one, and I dropped the organic. I dropped the organic deluxe, and then I dropped fresh veggies too.
I
Yeah,
think
Last
on
year.
iTunes, low key, it might have it categorized as 2020 though. low
yeah,
key.
that's probably why.
Okay, yeah.
So we
That's
probably the
definitely-
deluxe dropped in 2020. I think that's probably why. But yeah, I've been working little by little this year. Putting
Hey,
some
you did
stuff
not
together.
have to do what you did on Walking Accomplishment, by the way.
That
I was
shit is
playing-
hard.
Bro, I've been
No,
playing that
Wale
shit.
verse, crazy.
That
on
shit is, that was a nice feature. That was a
Wale
nice
verse,
feature you got.
Yeah, that song crazy. We did that song in like 2016. That's the crazy part. Like
You and Rocky still
Wow.
friends? Cause you
Yeah.
kind of
Whoa,
You did
whoa.
your thing on that album. Say you
No,
won.
I thought-
Very respectful right now.
I was
No,
telling
very respectful.
Rocky,
Yeah, very
it's crazy
respectful.
you say that
Respectfully.
because I was telling Rocky like, bro, you was low key killing me on this album. Like,
You think so?
No, we both was going
We
up.
both
Like,
did.
Yeah, y'all
Well,
both,
yes,
y'all both,
yes,
y'all
yes.
compliment each other well.
yeah, we both got a good chemistry. You know what I'm saying in the studio. That's like definitely one of my best friends in the whole in the rap game. Like we got a genuine friendship.
I'll see that.
Is there a
later.
competition in the studio between y'all a little bit?
I mean, we just be having fun. Like that's the thing. It don't feel like it, but even though we both want to be great, it's not like we trying to outdo each other.
It's like a brotherly competition.
Yeah,
just-
like
it's all love.
It's definitely like that. But you know, we definitely still sharpen steel. So
Right.
every time we in the studio together, we just, you know, we be going back and forth. So it's definitely fun.
Do you feel like you guys have creative differences sometimes, and how do you decide which way you gonna go?
I mean, not really. Like Fresh Veggies is literally like the whole concept is just saying
Organic
and
shit.
doing everything that's natural. Like
Yeah.
whatever you feel, like let's just have fun and
Mhm.
make some songs and, you know, talk about the lifestyle and talk about the girls, talk about the, you know what I'm saying? Like just talk about all the fly, fresh shit that we can talk about. So it's not like we put too much pressure on it. That's like if you listen to Fresh Veggies 1 and 2, like it's really like the concepts and the songs
It's
is not
consistent.
like, yeah, it's like the same similar kind of theme throughout it. Like we don't really overthink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Casey, re-listening to what was it? Life Changes?
Life changes.
And you were 18 when you dropped that, right? I don't even want to
Yeah.
harp on old shit,
Yeah, I was
but
like 19, yeah.
listening to it now, I'm 27. I didn't realize how introspective that album is.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about shit that was over my head at that time
Nah,
that
for real.
maybe I didn't understand until a
He
few
said,
years
"Nah,
ago.
for real, though."
No, it's serious.
I be thinking that same thing when I go back and listen. I be
Yeah.
like, damn.
That was
like,
deep.
yeah. I was just going through like a phase in my life where I was just
Something real was going
opening
on.
it up. Like my mind was opening it up. And
Yeah.
I was just like hearing things, seeing it different. I was like in
And
a
it was
whole
perfect.
zone. Like, you know
You
what I
ever
mean?
tap back into that? Like, do you ever feel like you
Yeah.
need to go back and listen to that to get to that
I think
point?
all artists need to go back and listen to their old music.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? All artists need to do research and try to figure out how to top themselves
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I feel that.
be the best them they can be.
Yeah.
I be listening to it sometimes, like all my old shit and just reminiscing. Like,
What do you
damn,
think
it's
your
crazy.
best? What your best work of art is?
I mean, obviously, life changes.
You say life change? I
Like,
don't
I
say
mean,
life change. I
We
love
better
life
just 'cause
changes,
we
but
love it.
yo, I say customized greatly 3 was that
That's
shit
dope.
made me want to start producing.
No, I ain't gonna cap. CG3.
that was soulful.
Like, yeah, soulful. I had instruments. I had horns. I had Jhené Aiko singing.
Yes, we
I had her on 2
You
songs
had
on
2
that.
songs, yeah.
So
You
like,
were ahead of
I was
a
just
lot of
working,
it.
like putting shit together. I would hear something and be like, all right, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna put a background singer on this. I'm gonna put instruments on this. So I think that's where I start really like becoming like a real creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I went from just writing raps to really like
Making songs.
piecing
yeah.
it together.
even that song we did with Tyler. I had the whole Future on that song.
Mm-hmm.
I be going back and thinking about the day we recorded that. And that shit was it was epic. Like everybody from Future was in the studio together, and we all was just
That
going,
must have been a
you know,
very
back to back.
interesting.
That shit was
Dynamic.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that project definitely was what like before. I mean, like Life Changes definitely did it, but like CG3 definitely like gave me that real solid,
Like solidity. Yeah, that was
Solidified
like,
it.
yo, this
yeah.
nigga can actually, he can rap, and his beat selection is,
Yeah,
yeah, that
It
was
was really
different.
nice.
That
But
was
you-
different.
Your beat
time.
selection
Yeah.
changed dramatically,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
a little bit. You know, I mean, I still be on that shit. Like, I still got all that, but I was just been playing around. Like, even Organic. If you listen to Organic, my last album that I really dropped,
Mm-hmm.
it's really like it's soulful.
It's
it got
soulful,
some.
yeah.
It got like
I
some
like you on
moments
groovy
where
stuff.
I'm switching it up. It do got moments where I'm switching it up,
Yeah.
but it's definitely soulful. But I did that on purpose. I wanted to give him like a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
But even like on my new project CG5, because like it's called Customized Gradely for a reason. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like Customized Gradely means
Specific.
it's like a Rubik's Cube. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can switch it up and do something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Transformers. Like when you watch the Transformers, it could be a car. It could change it to a, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
but
how
it's
I
all
feel
in
like,
you don't know what
same
you're gonna
vein.
get, but it's
yeah, like that's how I feel like on my next project. I feel like people might be like, "Oh, he switched it up," or he's delivering different, or it's like the same but like an upgrade to me. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like not fun to do the same thing over and over.
Yeah. And you mentioned the word division a lot. Like from the first album to the last album, the vision.
It stayed the same. That's one thing that sticks.
What does that mean to you? Like when you say the vision, what are you picturing?
Like being authentic. Like when I first came in the game, just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm not gonna be like every other rapper. Like it's like that authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like artistic integrity.
Yes.
It's like having that integrity to do you and not try to like fit into what everybody else is doing. So that's one thing I always did, like coming up, like that's what Customized Greatly was always about. Like I'm different.
Yeah.
Like saying Customized Greatly is saying like I'm just different.
It seemed like you just wanted to make the music you wanted to make.
Yeah.
You weren't really concerned
So
with
people
what
be
was...
like, oh, he's underground. He's not like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people be like, I got big hits though. Like I got songs that did numbers, but I never was aiming for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always was like king of the underground. Like I was proud of that.
Do you feel like that's changed a little bit as you move forward?
I mean, the whole rap game changed. Yeah, a lot of young kids came in the game. It's a different thing going on.
What's your opinion on it? You don't got it. It's
cool.
a safe space.
It's a lot of rappers. It's just a lot more rappers. That's the only thing that's different. It's a million more rappers. Like I came in the game, it was a lot of rappers. It was hard. It was even harder to get in when I came in. That's one thing I'll say.
Big facts.
It was harder to be a rapper when I was first started rapping.
You came in at the right time though, because that's when mixtapes started to blow
so
up.
I came in and it was going crazy. But I know it was harder to do it. Like now it's like anybody can do it.
Yeah, you just get on the internet and you a rapper all of a sudden.
Well, we brought LA back though. Like
for sure.
Me, Kendrick, Odd Future. We literally, like literally, if you go read at XXL, what they say they brought LA back. It wasn't no scene.
Yeah,
in LA.
After Snoop and everybody, it was
no scene.
It was a rap.
After Game, Snoop, and a couple other people, it was jerk music. Yeah, and we brought it back. So.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned them. You mentioned Nip. You mentioned Mac. You mentioned Odd Future. Everybody. So you've been with a lot of heavy hitters in the studio. Who's your favorite person to work with and why?
It's a lot.
Who's your
Mac
go-to?
Miller up there. He's up there.
Man,
crazy creative.
Is there a wait?
Hit Boy, definitely Hit Boy up there. You always doing.
Why is that?
Special.
Why
I don't know.
Hit Boy?
He versatile as a producer. He just got an energy about him in the studio. He's serious about.
He's very
coming out with some hot shit,
and
you gonna come out with some hot shit when you get with him.
Interesting.
It's a lot of dope people I worked with. Honestly, I didn't work with Scott Storch. I worked with Q-Tip. That shit was crazy.
How was that?
That was a vibe.
I feel like you guys' vibes might mesh there.
You heard of a rapper named like Snub Nose Frankenstein or something like that?
I haven't.
It's some rapper. He was putting me on. Q-Tip was putting me on to him, and we was just listening to different hip hop beats and. It was crazy. I literally flew to New York to link with him. He's like an underground rapper.
Okay.
That's when I knew like Q-Tip, he got his eye on like all the underground.
He still tapped in.
Yeah, he tapped into the underground. But like long live MF Doom, one thing I gotta say in this podcast.
Rest in peace, actually, that just happened.
Because he was like one of my favorite. Like when I was like 15, 16, I was listening to him on YouTube and checking him out on the internet, like
he inspired
seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then when I got with Tyler, we sampled MF Doom. Like Tyler been into me and Tyler always been in the MF Doom since we was like 14, 15. Yeah, so he's been like an inspiration.
MF was
he was like an underground like sensation type rapper.
Yeah.
Not everybody in the mainstream knew about him, but like as you can see, everybody showed him respect the other day because he really was a legend.
It's like Immortal Technique almost. They kind of on the same vein.
You also once said that Kanye was your favorite rapper.
I was just thinking about that.
Kanye.
That's still the case.
He definitely like was a superhero to me. Like honestly, like he was the reason I jumped into rap and got signed at 18. You feel me? Like if it wasn't for Kanye, I wouldn't have got signed when I was 18, 19.
How you feel about him now?
How about you say that?
Because he inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like a hooper. Right now, like Brandon Ingram, he probably looked up to.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Kanye, your Kobe.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like everybody that looked up to Kobe, everybody that looked up to John Wall or something. Like
you make a beat and be like Kanye.
Yeah, like he was just that guy. Like when he dropped,
that's him shooting into the trash.
He dropped Late Registration.
Yeah,
I was like 13, 14. So all this shit was just fucking my head up. Like, and then my sister, she took me to San Diego to the Glow in the Dark tour. Kanye. NERD, Lupe, all in concert. That shit was crazy, hard. Bro. When I tell you, when I saw that face to face, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Like I knew it. Like I was playing basketball at the time. Like I was hooping, played at Crenshaw High, played at Inglewood High. But when I was seeing certain shit, it was just like I can't. Like this is what I want. Like this is my calling. Like being an artist and like seeing how like I was always looking forward to Kanye next album. Like in certain artists like Tribe Called Quest, like Nas, and just certain artists I was starting to get into, Jay-Z, shit like that. I'm like, the fact that they can just put these words together and like inspire a kid like me or inspire other, you know what I'm saying, kids in the hood that ain't got shit and shit like that. I'm like, it's something special about that. So I just jumped into it head first. Like,
all right, so you creating your own concert. You got 4 slots to fill. Dead or alive? Who's your 4? Who your 4 artists you putting in?
Put the pressure on.
You said a concert, it's like a concert I want to go to?
No, you're putting it together.
You're putting it together.
So I guess
the ultimate concert. Best 4 artists that you could think of that you would like to see.
Shit.
I know I put you
probably
on the spot.
Kanye. Shit, Drake. Tupac.
That's a lit concert already.
Jay-Z.
Who your opener? Who your closer?
Damn.
I'm gonna open it up with probably with Drake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can't
Drake.
disrespect the rest of
Ease them into that.
So you got,
be like
Drake
Drake
closing?
Let's get the crowd hype real quick.
Jay-Z to Tupac.
Yeah,
you got
Tupac
Tupac
close
close,
for
okay.
sure.
Where you going at? Where your place?
Huh?
Where your place in it?
I go before Drake.
Go for Drake. Humble answer. Humble
That's
answer.
very humble.
That's nice.
Yeah. I met Drake when I was young too. Like he came through the office, chopped it up with us.
Heartbreak Drake?
Yeah. When I made that song, The Boy, he came through.
Oh, he was like just getting out of being Jimmy then.
Yeah, nah, he was doing his thing. Like
Yeah.
Hit Boy played him that song called The Boy, and he came. He was telling us like that shit crazy. He was supposed to hop on it, but it never ended up going through. But like that song still was
It was
big
still
for
a
me.
hit for you, yeah.
Sure.
That song still was big for me.
Everything he was touching was fire.
And almost
But
like that.
Drake dope. He a dope dude. Like I went to his crib for the Super Bowl and all that. We chop it up. Bro showed a lot of love early on. He was showing love. I remember he followed me and Tyler like on some shit like Instagram or something long ass time ago. I'm like, that was dope. Like we had acknowledged it. Like bro showed love. And then he came on Fairfax and we chopped it up. And yeah, shout out to Drake though for sure.
So good energy for him.
Yeah, good energy, good vibe.
That's
So-
interesting to hear. I'm glad to hear that.
So
I remember we
what-
was in Canada. I ran into Drake in the club. I had a show out there. I go to in the club, running into Drake. He sent me like 2 bottles. I came to a section. He gave me like 3 bottles of Dom Perignon, and we was partying and shit.
In
And
Canada.
I'm like, that's love.
Oh my god.
Canadian
Drake always
love.
giving somebody a bottle, huh?
Yeah, Canadian love.
Oh yeah, he is sending bottles.
Good dude.
So what would you say motivates you now, Casey?
Just like, just doing like dope ass shit for the culture. Like, I know that sound like cliche, maybe, but like, just doing it right for the culture. Like, putting that effort in and just putting out some real shit in the world. Like some shit you really feel, and like just watching the energy come back and like inspiring young kids and shit. Like, that's what really motivates me. Like inspiring kids and obviously living like a good life and like being successful and all that, but really just I'm in it because I love to be creative and express myself, and hopefully through my self expression,
You
like
touch
a lot
someone
of
else.
people, it get touched from that.
Yeah. Because you said there's a lot of rappers now. Now the difference is there's more rappers. But like when you came in the rap game, you were 18. You could have gone this way or that way. If you follow me, you didn't. Like you walked a straight line. You didn't play no roles. If you follow me, I think like now all these younger kids are choosing sides. They're choosing to be gangster or this or that. Like why? What's the difference in you coming up at the same age and keeping your head straight and these kids now?
I mean, I think negativity just became like the forefront of the world. Just with all the new generation, like the young kids, they just love negative, crazy shit,
So it
wild
says.
shit. It's like shock value. You feel me? The world loves shock value. So it's just like how people say sex sells is like the same thing with violence.
Music.
Like violence can sell. You know what I'm saying? It's just like entertaining.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's why people, obviously can die from that. But, a lot of people don't, they just want to be famous and get rich. They don't see the
bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger
vision.
picture. You know what I'm
The
saying?
impact.
So I always saw the bigger picture. I never wanted like all that type of attention, but like I also wanted the respect and the notoriety.
Of course.
But like at the same time, I know how to be myself. Like, I'm from LA, so I'm not from a city where you can fake it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you can't fake all that
You're
shit.
gonna
like,
run into niggas.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta keep it thorough.
Yeah.
And real. You know what I'm saying? Or be yourself. Or it's
Or
not
they'll pull
gonna
your
work
card.
out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it. The world just into that. And like the rap game is based on that. I love it though. I like gangster rap.
Yeah.
I like when somebody from the streets just tell their story on music, on beats, because it comes out special. And I think that's why, a lot of rappers is trying to do it. I don't like, it's a lot of perpetrators for sure.
Yeah.
Right? But it is a percentage of artists that's keeping it real. And they really came from the struggle and they really from the streets. And I think
And that's
fans
beautiful
can
to
tell.
hear.
Do you think people
Yeah.
can tell the difference?
Yeah.
Or can
From
you
a
tell the
fraud?
difference when you listen to like a guy that's like, I don't think he real. Like some people can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Well,
Some
if they're
people
not
don't
from
even-
it, there's no
No,
way
I
for them
can
to
tell
know.
the
Yeah,
difference.
there's absolutely no way from the top.
Yeah.
They're not from it at all.
Yeah.
Never seen it before.
Exactly.
So they ain't got no.
So a lot of people are getting by, but I don't know. It come with it, like. But I think a lot of people are seeing like what you put out. Always it comes
Yes.
back.
For-
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Even when
100%.
you put, see, that's the thing. Okay, we want to talk about, we're going to get into resolutions after this, but last year, unfortunately, Nipsey passed away. God rest his soul. That man was putting nothing but good out, and look what came to him. Like, even when you are doing good and putting out good, something evil can always,
Pull you back.
it's disgusting. I don't even know what
did,
to.
you, did you have a relationship with him?
Well, yeah, definitely. We had a great relationship. We met when I was like 15, 16, and just being rocking, building through the city and shit, through the music and stuff like that. And then before he passed, we was like when he was working on Victory Lap, we would hang out every day almost. We was like just building together, putting stuff together, like moving as a team, kind of like on some LA shit.
So, I mean,
So
you got a
That's
bunch
cool.
of like cool stories then, huh?
Yeah, just a lot of stories in the studio, just being around, bro, soaking up game and everything, just watching them work.
Did they ever hit you with some like cool game that you could share?
Just about branding yourself and just being authentic.
Okay.
That's all he was really about, just in reading books about branding and books about just different things and just understanding that if you want to learn something, you can pick up a book and read it yourself.
You know, it's funny
Like,
answer.
bro kind of like taught himself a lot of things.
Yeah.
I
And
keep hearing that books.
you know what I'm saying? He was a real smart dude, like on another level where he could talk to you about a lot of different subjects and different things. Like,
Thorough too.
he like a walking book, kind of like, he soaks stuff up. So,
He definitely seemed like that too.
read a lot of books and, he probably never really was into school, but he taught himself everything. So,
Yeah, I feel
bro
that.
was definitely special. And I learned a lot of little gems from him and just learn how to move a little
Maneuver.
better.
I
How to
understand that.
maneuver a little better.
One thing that stood out,
Yeah.
about Nipsey and other artists that they come from the street and they rap about it, but yet they still acknowledge their platform and their importance on not necessarily glorifying it, but making sure that they are taking responsibility and teaching kids on how to move from it and move past it.
Yeah.
So, you coming from Inglewood, can you talk a little about how you kept from glorifying that type, just that lifestyle and just telling kids where you're from? Because there's a difference between the two.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I just try to be myself, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that too. Like just being, because a lot of people bring that up. Like, bro, you ain't never had to do this and X, Y, and Z like all these other rappers had to do. And I be thinking about it. Like, you right. That's crazy. I never really like. Sometimes I don't even
one
really
step away though.
pay attention to that.
It's
Yeah,
never
you know
been
what
his
I'm saying?
focal point, right?
Yeah, like I just be doing me. I don't. A lot of people be trying, like, Future got a song. He be like, they trying their best to shine. They trying their best to take off. And that's one of my favorite songs because it's like, I be feeling that same way. Like, I don't be.
You don't have to try.
Yeah, like I don't even be overdoing it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
natural for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you go, Casey, we don't want to take too much of your time, though. But what's you got a New Year's resolution you want to give us?
Just continue staying true to myself and just growing within myself. Like I think we all got we all got souls within ourselves that we gotta work on, and so where we can be a shining light for everybody else.
I'm perfect.
Yeah, that's good. You gotta be confident. But like just trying to keep growing, keep taking it to the next level. That's it. I don't want to be the same guy I was 3 years ago
or last year.
Right.
Elevate. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
With that.
Is there anything you want to share with us or with our listeners before you leave?
New music coming soon.
Yes.
CG3, my new project. I'm excited about that. The new clothing line, the new collection, 𝗛𝗲𝗰𝘀𝘁 International.
When does that drop? Do you have an idea?
Next few months. I got a few pieces dropping here, like a few pieces at a time.
We'll
I might drop a shirt here, might drop a hoodie, a couple things here and there, and then I'm gonna get it going.
Okay.
Yep.
I got an idea.
Then I got my new company.
I got an idea.
Veggies.
Yes.
I got the company. We doing some cannabis, a new
cannabis
strain.
There we
strains.
go.
Yeah, that I'm working on. That's going crazy, so I'm excited. I'm about to announce that.
Hey.
And then,
The name is Turbo
Wiz
Veggies.
give you some
It's called
pointers
Turbo
on that?
Huh?
Wiz give you some pointers on that?
Yeah, I
Because
watched
KK went up.
Yeah, I've been watching the game for a while. So.
Good.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I
yeah, I got
told
some
him. I was
shit.
like, people
Even
get
Burner. I've been talking to Burner.
Burner too.
I
Yeah.
got cookies. Nick Diamonds just put out his
Yep.
strain. But yeah, I've been into it for a while, so now I got the knowledge.
That's a nice name. Veggies? That's
Turbo.
that's called
Veggies.
Turbo Veggies?
Turbo
That's
Veggies.
nice.
It's the name of the brand. Then I got a few different strains.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yay.
Do some speed on it.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you very much. You didn't owe me no favors. I'm not doing nothing for you. Like, this is very much
that was cool.
appreciated.
Yeah,
So
man,
I
I
just wanna make
appreciate
sure
you.
I say
No, I
that on
appreciate
wax.
y'all. 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish, you coming through, Casey? Hear Me Out podcast.
Yes, sir.
We out.
We out.
Out here. Respect.